Hey y'all, and welcome to the May vlog. I have no idea if this will even go up, but we're gonna do it anyway. May the 4th be with you because it is May the 4th. Yes, I did wait till May the 4th to actually start this. So, what have we read this week? We finished Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, and yeah, it turned out, yeah, okay. It wasn't bad. It was not bad. It still ended up being like a 4-point-something star read. I don't know. I expected there to be more of a thing, I guess. I don't know. And just the way it happened at the end, it was just, Okay. And as for the May TBR reading, we have started nothing. But I did get to go get this from the library. This is The Ferryman by Justin Cronin. And this is a dystopian, utopian type world because they live in a utopia, just an archipelago in the middle of one of the oceans where, you know, everything is perfect for the people, at least, you know, some of the people. Not apparently the worker people. They have normal lives. But everyone else, though, they have a thing in their forearm which monitors their life. It starts at 16 until they're old, and, you know, their percentage of health and everything gets lower. And then they are retired on a ferry, you know, the ferryman, taken to the nursery where their bodies are reiterated. Because they use the term, instead of life, they use the term iteration, and they come back 16 again. So they don't actually have kids. They just always reset themselves, and they have a new personality and mentality, name and everything when they are sent back to live with adults. Our main character is Baron, right? No, that's not right. Proctor Bennett, which the prologue, though, because I'm only in chapter 2, our main character Proctor is a ferryman, and the description of the book is supposed to be that his job is to, you know, ferry the people retiring, and that one day he is told to retire his own father, and things end up unraveling, and there seems to be a problem with the worker class of people who they do not like the way some things are being run. See, the worker class people, they live normal lives. They have kids, they're born, they grow old, they die. They do all the normal sorts of jobs here on the island, and all the iteration people pursue arts. Like his wife seems to do fashion design, other vague arts and stuff. So I'm only, though, to chapter 2. I only got to read the prologue and chapter 1 yesterday, and the prologue is actually from his mother's perspective, or adoptive mother or whatever. And what happened at the end of the prologue, I have to feel like him and his dad don't know the truth about what happened, because that was just like a what the heck. And yeah, so I have thoughts now. I have thoughts about that, and can't wait to keep reading this, but I have not read it at all today. Instead, because May the 4th, I want to read something Star Wars. So, and I knew I couldn't read a whole book. I didn't have time in the month to do a whole book, especially because I wanted to read this. So I picked up a graphic novel. There was actually very few options. That the first book was there. There was a lot of the comics and stuff, but first volumes at the library. So Leia, Princess of Alderaan, did have the first volume. Motorcycles again. So this is supposed to be the story of a young Princess Leia spending her days learning the ways of politics, aiding those in need, and preparing for the ceremony in which she will declare her intention to one day rule Alderaan. But as Leia works to prove herself worthy of the throne, she notices her parents are growing increasingly distant from her. Yes, and all the steps that she took to try to prove herself, and I get her parents were trying to protect her, at least for one of the things. Sure, they did not have to. Cat, do not knock my phone off. I get her dad not wanting to tell her about the rebellion, but I don't get her mom, and I don't get why that they were kind of shutting her out. They weren't kind of being as engaged in her days of what was happening, and like her trying to make these steps, you know, into these challenges that she's supposed to do to prove herself worthy to the people and to rule. This was a very big moment for her. It was like her birthday and stuff, and really it paints these people who really, really wanted a daughter, who have been loving parents for the last 16 years, is not wanting to be involved, is not like paying attention. Of course, this is all from like Leia's point of view, so who knows? Who knows really the teenager mind, what she didn't notice. But I mean, if she's saying her parents like weren't, you know, they weren't eating dinner as a family, they weren't actively trying to, you know, be involved with her stuff, that does sound like they were kind of avoiding her, which is weird. It was an interesting. I might continue this series. The library has the first 4 volumes, I think, so I might. We shall see. And the last part of this vlog, this is the start of the vlog, but there's already so much, right? The last part though of this vlog update is book mail, because I got some things on, what is that app called? I just got some books on Pango, words, I don't know. The first one, because it showed up on the, you know, most recommended beginner fantasy list, was Dragons of Autumn Twilight, and I've never read this, and it is, you know, Dungeons and Dragons, so I feel I should, and it came in good condition. I'm happy. It's lifelong friends. They went their separate ways. Now they are together again, though each holds secrets from the others in his heart. They speak of a world shadowed with rumors of war. They speak of tales of strange monsters, creatures of myth, creatures of legend. They do not speak of their secrets, not then, not until a chance encounter with a beautiful, sorrowful woman who bears a magical crystal staff draws the companions deeper into the shadows, forever changing their lives and shaping the fate of the world. No one expected them to be heroes, least of all themselves. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to read it. And it's the Dragonlance Chronicles, Volume 1. No idea when I'll actually get to read it. Oh, each of the chapters, they do have names and they have pictures as the chapter header titles. This one looks fairly new. So yes, this will be a fun one to be able to get to. Hopefully soon. And then I got this. Instead of just getting it from the library, I got this. And I'm really hoping I like it then, because I got it. And this is on my TBR for May. So I will be starting this soon. I don't think next though. I don't think next. But maybe. Maybe. But this one is, of course, about Ryland Grace, the sole survivor on a desperate mission, and if he fails, humanity and Earth itself will perish. Except he doesn't know that right now. So this is a memory wipe astronaut situation. He is on a ship out in the middle of space. He has no idea why he's there. He woke up, he doesn't remember anything. And somehow he has to put the pieces together of what's going on, why he's there, and save the world. Can't wait to read it. It's weird. I'm starting with that one. I never read The Martian, but I'm starting with that one, and then we'll go from there. And a sequel book. I got The Golden Sun to be able to do this one at some point, because I liked Ritter Rising. This one though, this one looks a little bit more damaged than I think the picture showed. Oh well, it's okay. It's okay. And the sender though, the seller, she was very nice. It was wrapped in tissue paper and it had a thank you sticker on top of it. So it was very nicely sent. Very, very nice. And I can't wait to get back to this series. So many people are reading like the second part of this series too right now on their channels. And I'm like, oh, that'd be fun to read with them, but I'm not there yet. So I have to read Golden Sun and Morning Star before I can even hope to get to that. Oh well. But that's all I have for this update, and we will update again soon, hopefully when I've read something off of the TBR. Yeah. Okay, update time before the battery ends. Just did the unboxing for the Mistborn box. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. I can't wait to put it together. I got these at Office Depot. They're translucent sticky notes to be able to write, you know, like how people write in their book. I want to try it, but right now I'm reading a library book, so I figure I shouldn't do that. So I just still have my lined sticky notes that I cut into pieces to be able to put where I want them. Let's see, I made it over a quarter of the way through. I didn't get to read as much as I wanted to of this one yesterday though. I ended up falling asleep, I wouldn't say early, kind of early, I don't know. I felt weird while I was doing the dishes. So I would lay down listening to my audiobook and then I fell asleep. My audiobook is for this one though. And this is not what I expected to be happening. I'm probably 75% through with this one. So it says she has visions, right? She has visions. And they went back to sell her mother's family home, which she has no idea anything about her mother's family. And she's finding out all these things her mom lied to her about, which it's, I'm not loving it. One, it's not actually visions. It's more like psychotic, intrusive thoughts. I mean, like, sure, it's very intensive. Like, she's like literally watching this play out in front of her. So it is very intensive. But they are just intrusive thoughts. Like, it's like the first opening scene was like her and her mom driving to this town her mom grew up in. And she's seeing the car crash. She's seeing her mom die. And then she's back to reality where the person does veer back into their lane, or her mom veers back into their lane or whatever. And it doesn't, you know, nothing happens. This is just a lot. This happens a lot. But she is finding out how many lies her mom has told her. And she's 25. So she is an adult. She has her own job, but they still, you know, she still lives with her mom. So, you know, they help pool resources and everything. It's just the way that it goes about it. She's not acting almost like an adult. She's not, her mom's not treating her as an adult. You know, she does exactly what her mom says. And yet and then she'll push her mom to like say things. She'll push her mom to like explain things, tell the truth, this and that. It just doesn't read like I'm reading an adult character. And yeah, things just go really out there. So I'm gonna finish listening to it though while I clean up the house today before we have company. Because we're having a movie night with friends. We're watching the D&D movie. I'm excited for that. So I'll finish that while cleaning before they come over. Probably won't. I might get another chapter or so read of this. This one is going quite interestingly though. I am very much enjoying it. I'm so glad I went and got this from the library. And I am taking it slowly, and you know, obviously I'm tabbing my thoughts. There's something happening, and you find out rather quickly that there is probably another layer going on to what's happening in this idyllic utopia place, which I don't think was really a good idea to show from this person's perspective, this like a government person. I don't think we should have seen that this early in, but we did. And I don't know. And our main character, he's interesting. Obviously, he's having something going on with him. And they call it like maybe an echo. You haven't really delved into that too much. And there's going to be a worker problem happening. And I thought in this last chapter, you know, he went to go find out more information. I thought he might try to figure out what happened in the past with this too, because he'd gotten information. But no, he only looked up this one cryptic word. And then something really weird happened. And instead of trying to find out more information about this other thing, he left. I don't. So yay. That's where we are. That is where we are this weekend. And I will update you later. Okay, sorry if you can hear the washing machine going, but I wanted to say something before I start something else and just go with my first thoughts. Also, I'm in my cleaning clothes now, so don't judge me. Oh god, the way this ended, it was something. I mean, it does admit there at the end, you know, and the author's note is talking about, you know, intrusive thoughts, and, you know, she doesn't want to go into her own mental health, but that's like through all the iterations of this book, how it changed with the... I just think it shouldn't have been in the descriptor that they're visions. It gives really the wrong impression. It gave away to who one of the people was, who was supposed to be the bad person. You could kind of put it together a little early on. The secondary person, that one did take longer to see who the accomplice person, how that was playing out. But then the end of the book was just okay. And main character's transformation, acceptance, whatever, it just wasn't there. And now the cat's happy she's fed. She's been begging for food, and I was like, well, it'll come out in just a minute, you just have to wait. But so yeah, I haven't plugged it into the spreadsheet just yet because I'm still cleaning, but I wanted to say something about this before. I think I'm going to start Finley Donovan listening to it now to just give me something more upbeat after this. yeah. But woohoo! Okay, so the first book off my TBR completed, and it was yeah. Still don't like the main character and the way she pushed and just it just didn't feel like an adult through her decision making process. I don't know. If you've read this, let me know how your thoughts about the book were. Yeah. Additionally, in the author's note, she mentioned that there is a short story featuring another one of the characters from this book on her website or something. So yeah, that's this. I'm going to go back to cleaning and probably listening to Finlay Donovan. Or something that I can find that's happy. There's still murder in Finlay Donovan, but at least it's an upbeat thing, right? And we'll see how that one goes. Okay. Alright, it is now May 15th. I have not updated in probably a week because it's been a crazy week. It was so super busy. It was already going to be busy last week, and then I had a husband getting hurt in the mix of it, and then just so many trips to the ER for what should have been solved on the first trip. So I'm going to end the vlog today because now we have to go to the hospital again for a surgery. He's going to be fine. It's like a minor thing. And then this will go up Wednesday. Yes, because I maybe read a total of 20 to 30 pages physically all last week. I finished Something Wilder though. I finished that. It was alright. I think possibly I wasn't in the mood. I wasn't in the headspace for it because I just didn't, I kept thinking like, why? Stupid people. And I know that that's not generally what you think of in a romantic adventure setting, and they were supposed to be on an adventure, but yeah, I just kept thinking those are stupid decisions. People, stupid. You're supposed to be educated people, edumacated. So there was that. But this last installment, I have book mail again. So pretty much this vlog is like a book mail vlog because this is my special edition that I ordered last year, and it is here. I think they sent me the tracking details for this, I think. But when the day it actually arrived, I was super shocked that it was here. Because I think the tracking details came about the same time as the other Fairy Loot, like the regular monthly one for April. And so that was the only one I really paid attention to. And this one probably just got moved into another folder without even looking at it. Okay, it has bubble wrap. I opened it from the bottom, so the little note they put is underneath the books. Here's Sunshine, a new box. Fairy Loot. It said, thank you for ordering from Fairy Loot. We hope you enjoy your purchase. And don't forget to tag them in the photos. Or if you have any questions or concerns. So, all the balls of crap. So, which boxes did I get? I got the Crescent City ones. This is on the outside of its case. It says Crescent City 1 and House of Earth and Blood. Okay. Oh, I believe these are her signed initials. These. So this outside box feels quite nice. It feels like a book itself. So it will probably be kept too. I know. Because look. Okay, so we have a Skyrise, a bird like a sparrow, a burning lady. Oh, what was the sprite's name? This fire spirit? I don't know. A wolf, a handgun, Hunt's little battle helmet thing, angel wings, sword. Oh gosh. Through love, all is possible. And their faces at the moon. Oh. And it says on the back of it, it says through love, all is possible too, with feathers. And a close up on Bryce, I'm guessing. You can see it. Alright, I'm gonna hold the book up to show the end pages. getting close-ups while it's on the desk just does not work. Oh, stop moving. Ooh, okay, and so the normal book cover, you can see it here on its title page. It's shaded into the background there. And our back cover has the boys. Ah. So awesome. And they did say that when we ordered these, they said that they would do a special edition cover to match the third book, or they said any other books in the series. So, yep. Okay, so also the boxes look the same. Oh no, they are different. That one has birds, and this one has serpents underneath the wings. And it says, light it up. That phrase came in the first book. Whatever. House of Sky and Breath, and yet we see a lot of water type stuff on the cover. An otter. What are the messenger otters? Waves. A trident. Another wolf though. And a wing. And its sprayed edges are blue, as befitting the book. Ooh, okay. And the cover of this one, ooh, it's lighted up, has his lightning forking through it. And Hunt, I believe, is the one on the cover of this one. Then we got Hunt and Bryce as the front cover, inside picture. And these two as the back cover. And his name, which I should know because he was in both books, escapes me. It escapes me. Okay. She has found the new box. She has found the new box. Okay, so tomorrow, hopefully, while sitting around, I will be able to get more of The Ferryman read, because I really want to figure out what's going on. Like, I have had so many tabs and theories about what is happening with these people. And I have a current one right now that, yeah. It's an out there one, but it also sounds like it fits. I haven't read his other books, so maybe if I'd read the other books, I would have a gist of more where he's going with this. But yeah, right now, I have a thought of what is up with these people. I just have to finish to find out. And I want to sit down and I want to be able to finish it. Okay, so there's that. I put up a community post too that I'm going to try and read another Stephen King book next month, no matter what the TBR ends up being. But I want you guys to pick what this is. So in the community post, just list what Stephen King book you think would be best for me to try next. Please be nice and don't put horror though. As I said, I am not a horror person. No matter that the last two books I read did say that they had the twinge of horror there. And I did not see that. Not the last two, but like A Cruel Light and Her Buried Lives. I think both of them have an aspect of that according to their descriptions and classifications at stores. But like if it's just like that, I could do that. Because that wasn't what I think of as horror, so I was okay. Yeah, that was okay. So let me know. Just vote until the end of the month and I will be announcing the one that has the most suggested and everything on the June TBR. Maybe we will do more vlog thoughts this month. I don't know. Because I have things that I want to be able to put up this month. It's just working on them, getting them done. Like I think I'm going to do a full review for The Ferryman. Share all my thoughts on that. So look out for that. Check out some of my other videos if you haven't, and I hope you're having a lovely day and finding something awesome to read. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see y'all later. Bye.